We're going to start this off right. Let me tell you about something. See if I can just find some, like, really good music to go with this episode.
You have music for this episode?
Yeah.
What music do you... This isn't, like, bound quality. Like, that's music. I don't know what you're pulling out for this. Okay, I was so happy you did. I was like, you gonna put on some ninja music?
Dude, we're at the temple.
This is really peaceful, though. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it too much.
We're serenading people right now.
This is ASMR. This is Smallville edition.
Hi. Dude, this is just 3 hours of this.
Yeah, I could do that. I could fall asleep with that. Maybe if it was like a little bit lower, because, you know, whenever they hit that high string there, I'm just...
Ding, ding, ding.
Ooh. See, now we're talking.
We're in the temple,
That's
dude.
temple music right there.
Oh my god. But no, yeah, I had to play this because, wow.
You're a believer.
Yeah. You know, I was what you call weebing out when we went to China. Wherever we went. Shanghai? We go to Shanghai?
Yeah, we went to Shanghai.
Kyoto?
And, man, if we went to Kyoto, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
But seriously, that's... With this episode, I was really excited that we were going to a new location in Shanghai. Now, I'm not going to spoil too much about what happens, but some people should have gone, some people should have stayed behind. We're going to get to that later. But when it comes to the overall episode, Joseph, I have to admit something.
I know you like it.
I really liked it.
It's actually a pretty popular episode, so that makes sense to me.
It's fun for the first 30 minutes. In the last 13, it's hard for me to understand because I feel like this episode should have been, I kid you not, longer in order for it to really make sense, because the end just feels like it was so sped up.
That makes a lot of sense.
It just became kind of silly about what happens. But again, we'll get to it.
It does feel rushed in those last, like, 15 minutes.
It's like, oh, we have to get to this. Oh,
yeah,
then
because then there's
this.
even little slip-ups, and I mentioned it earlier, and we'll talk about that too. No spoilers. There's little goofs going on and stuff. It's like, dude, don't be lazy, bro.
Goofs?
Goofs, man.
Goofs and goobers.
They thought this was a goofy movie.
That would be amazing if it was. That's probably the best father-son movie out there. And my favorite rock star back in the day was Powerline.
Oh.
I would love an entire album from Powerline. I don't know why we didn't do that. Once again, just a miss by Disney. They should just redo it. Could you?
Like, you talking about the band group?
No. I'm talking about like the singer in Goofy movie.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Like,
Powerline. It's a one guy.
I thought it was a group.
It's the guy Chris Brown based his entire career off of.
Powerline.
Don't tell me they don't dance the exact
Chris
same way.
Breezy and Powerline.
It's pretty much exact same. I do want to say, going back to this episode, though, I like relationships being built and destroyed. And
I love the ones that get destroyed.
the ones that get destroyed kind of crush me in the end. And also you figure out that other people just don't care about others like you think they do, but then they kind of reveal who they truly are. Man, you know, I'm just kind of being like really mysterious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sacred.
Yeah, with what I'm not saying, but saying.
Okay.
As if this is a legend that you find in a map that may not be a map.
Instead, it's a sweater.
It's a sweater. It's cold outside. And I got nobody to love.
Imagine if he opened that door and that started playing when the eyes started glowing. No spoilers. No one knows what we're talking about, right?
See, and that's what I mean. This episode is too solid because we don't want to reveal too much. I can get into this, however. You know, Chloe's not in this. I don't have Chloe in this episode.
Hey, dude, stop. Don't just say her. We don't have Lois either.
Yeah. You know, I think I got enough of her in crypto. I'm not sure if I need Lois right now. She's probably at home with the dog or just sick, sneezing.
Actually, what they do say she's gone. No, they
actually do say she's out of town.
Yeah, but for what?
I don't think they say
she
that.
got kicked out of school. What's she doing out of town?
Yeah,
and this soon, too? She should be basically grounded right now.
Well, no. It makes sense. What if Chloe and her went on a trip together?
Well, she did apply and got accepted.
Yeah.
Right? Or she just did financial aid.
I don't know. Maybe it's a celebration. Either way, Chloe and Lois not being in it now all makes sense.
They just met you.
Yeah, they just haven't met you.
Partying it up.
That's what they do. But not really. They're probably uncovering some story. Probably with another pea peddler.
We love a good pea peddler. Shout out Marcus.
Who doesn't need a pea peddler?
He was a good guy last week.
Yeah. I mean, it was 2 weeks ago.
Damn.
Yeah. You got to stop. Episodes are rubbing in together.
I'm sorry, dude. Just crypto.
Don't ever forget who let the dogs out.
But
going back to Sacred.
Yeah, if you actually did know already, we're back again.
Wait, before you go on. Yeah, I'm going to cut you off already. Wait, what was this person's name? Because what was this person's name that did this? Was it a cool guy?
Oh yeah, we found something.
We always look, by the way.
Yeah, hey. You thought we were playing about the 5 stars.
Who's giving us 4 stars out there?
Yeah. Cool guy, 2010.
What is... This isn't 2010 anymore. Give us 5 stars, not 4 stars.
Dude.
But seriously...
I thought you knew the contract rules. You listen... You give 5 stars.
Seriously, do we not deserve them?
What's the deal? We've been working really hard.
Really hard?
God.
My wife's about to leave me.
Yeah. He's about to be a single deadbeat dad.
Yeah, but single dads are in.
Might be. Maybe. We'll let the viewers decide.
What happened to Taylor's life? His wife left him because of Smallville.
Smallville got in the way. Now she hates Superman.
We got another one.
Yo, we need him. We need him. But yeah, cool guy. Not really cool of you.
Going back to this.
Yeah, not really cool of you, guy.
No. Come on. We got to build him up. You are a cool guy, but don't you want to be a cooler guy?
It's true. You could be cooler.
Cooler guy 2020, right?
You didn't give us 5 stars? It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Okay, they're not going to give us 5 stars. They're going to go 3 now.
It's like, wow, these guys are really full of themselves. God. They had like a couple good episodes.
Like 1. And I think there's like 80 episodes that we've done now.
Yeah, we're at like 80, 84, 85. Man, it just starts rubbing together, man. I'm going crazy over here. I literally bleed Smallville knowledge.
Yeah. Can we go back to cool guy and 5 stars?
Yeah, you know? And you know what's crazy? It was like, yo, guys, love it. Episode keeps getting better and better. 4 stars.
She really did just be like, dumbasses.
Dude. They got us.
Yeah, no, we lost.
We got.
Which I will say is pretty impressive.
Yeah, honestly, I can only respect it. After just hearing what I said, I was like, you know what? Mad respect. You know? That's the kind of fans we want, you know?
You don't need to be a cooler guy. You're cool, man. You know what?
Yeah, you're already cool, man.
Yeah.
Honestly. And, you know, sometimes maybe we need to be humble, you know?
Yeah.
They don't deserve the 5 stars. Ridiculous.
Seriously,
the demands.
You guys are great, though.
We love each and every one of you. Again, this is sacred. Coming off of crypto. God. But anyways, we're on Sacred, episode 15, season 4. The 2 nerdy idiots back once again for another wonderful week of Smallville. Yeah, you've probably seen the show. But guess what? There's no spoilers here. Taylor doesn't know shit at this point. All right.
Yeah, I really don't know anything.
Nope.
And what's crazy is the companion spoils shit for me now.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that thing.
I'm so tired of this.
If anything, I should read that shit.
Why can't they
Let me take that boy off their hands.
I mean, you can take as much as you want off my hands.
Oh, yeah. Somebody Save Me podcast going strong. We're going to get started. Again, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoy the episode because we're definitely going to have a fun time with this one. Let's get it started. Oh, man. So we come up on real-life stress scenarios at the Kent house. Martha's spitting that real shit. Clark, you need to start working on this college shit. You need to think about your future.
College applications, they are due because even though Clark was losing his scholarship, he's still wanting to go to school. So I'm not going to lie, when it comes to this already, I'm confused with Clark. What's with the not growing up?
I'm telling you, bro,
What is this season? It's like a refusal where I thought we were over this. And now, even it's coming to the end of the senior year, he's even not even wanting to finish a college application. What? This is either lazy or you have too much on the mind. Either way, Clark, grow out of it.
Remember, he was sober last week. Maybe he's...
I think he's sober in this episode, too.
Really?
Maybe. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll observe. But, yeah, Clark's obviously stressed. We don't get why, really. This kid's life is not that crazy, if you really think about it. Like, college applications, you have time for that, bro.
Everyone has to do them. What, are you too good for the college application?
Yeah, I'm Clark Joseph Kent.
Write an essay.
I'm Clark Joseph Kent.
Tell me where you feel you're going to be in 20 years.
What if he just couldn't help but start writing about Lana and love?
You mean he just put Clark Joseph Lang over and over again? He's like, I just keep doing this. Why does this keep happening to me? Get it together, CK.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Okay.
What if he's writing that?
I don't know. He's writing that. Is that what you think?
Yeah, it's like a Shining situation.
Instead, the knock at the door is a delivery man, and he has a package for Clark. He drops off that package, and hey, it's from Dr. Swann. Hello, Dr. Swann. I have missed you.
Yeah.
I'm wondering where they're going to be going with the character now. Shout out Christopher Reeve, R.I.P.
Yeah, what'd you think was going to happen here?
I thought it was the lady again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was old Lois Lane.
Damn, were you just struck in the heart when John tells him to go look at the TV because it's being announced that Virgil Swann died?
I mean, kind of. And that's only because I thought that this episode would have happened a lot sooner, which makes me really enjoy this episode, which is why I like it so much. It's finally we're back into the action of things that we care about.
Yeah.
This episode, or this season entirely, has just been fun, but it's been everywhere. It seems like what needed to be focused on, a lot of things are thrown out, forgotten about, and then brought back whenever it's convenient. It's so up and down with season 4.
It has been. I mean, it's crazy. I feel like it's been literally a roller coaster with the season. Some were like really steady, and then others like this, up and down.
There has
because 3 felt more like linear,
Well, yeah, even though 3 had some horrible episodes, 3 had a path.
Yeah.
This one seems like, hey, look, let's go over there. Hey, look, is that a butterfly to the right? Oh, let's go there.
I love this caterpillar.
Oh my God, that's on the left. Let's go there. But that's what I mean. It's weird, but at least this episode tries to bring it all together and bring us back. Because as you said, with John calling Martha and Clark over, this is the announcement on the television that billionaire Virgil Swann has passed away this morning. No further details have been released. Clark, oh my God, no, not Virgil. And now Martha is looking at Clark, and I'm a little confused with this scene. Clark then says, I don't understand. I just talked to him last week. Wasn't the last time that we were talking to Swann, he was an asshole and he became a villain?
Well, we were thinking that.
Well, he was working with Lionel.
Yeah,
and then Clark knows that.
And last time we saw him, he had the spaceship key. I'm pretty sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he had the spaceship key, and ever since then, we just never knew. Well, damn, that was that.
It was John's
season 3, right?
Yeah. It was John's episode 2 where he goes, yeah, the key is not here, as if he even could feel where the key was.
Yep.
So it's weird that now we're getting this conclusion. That's what I mean by this episode not happening earlier in the season. With it being right now, it's just so far later on that Clark has to say, well, we were just talking last week. What were you talking about? Like, were you uncovering new things? What was it about?
Hello.
Why have not been talking about it? Also, I thought Alicia was last week.
No, Taylor. That was weeks ago.
Oh, sorry, Crypto.
Yeah, dude. Crypto's more important. Clearly. But Crypto doesn't even exist. Where'd the dog go?
Lois has him. The one who's allergic.
Well, it is the one who brought him home, so...
Clark being devastated, John then looks at Clark, I'm sorry, son. And he then holds Martha's hand. Clark, I didn't even get to fully understand everything that he knew about Jor-El and for Krypton. There was just so much more for me to know. Mm-hmm. Martha then says, we can be thankful for everything that he was able to pass on to you. It's weird that Clark is looking at this really selfishly and saying that, I can't believe he passed. I needed more. Why didn't you give me more?
Why wouldn't Swann actually just give him all of it at once?
It's crazy. If they were talking last week, wouldn't he have gotten more then?
Yeah.
How long have they been talking for?
And also, what were they chatting about?
This was last season. You said season 3 when we got Swann. So when he had the key, what have they been talking about for about a whole year now?
Yeah, if anything, Swann's using him.
Yeah.
So what have you been finding out, Clark?
Clark, I don't know anything new. What do you got?
Hey, so what's been going on in your life, huh, bud? Don't ask me questions. Stop.
Was summer good?
I'm the professor. I say what goes on here.
What's going on in the caves?
Whoa, what? You touched a stone?
What kind of stone?
You were in Lionel's body.
AIDS blood.
What? eBay? I looked everywhere for that book.
But yes, as with Clark opening this package now from Virgil Swann, there is a note inside where Virgil is now telling Clark in this note, Kal-El, I wish I could continue this journey with you, but now you must seek out your father. John is crushed. If I sheltered you from him for too long, forgive me. Jor-El sent you here on a mission. He's the only one who can help you finish it. Well, if he was the one that sent Clark on a mission, and he then says you're the only one that can finish it, well, obviously, if Clark was the one that was originally sent for the mission, that means it's only for Clark.
Yeah.
Just thought that was a little too obvious. Come on, Virgil. Thought we were better than that.
He was dying, clearly, dude. He had no idea what he was saying.
Dementia.
Yeah. Man was going out.
I know it will lead to your destiny. John then is like, your father?
Wait, what?
And now Clark looks inside of this velvet bag. And inside of it, he pulls out the octagonal key. And everybody is completely shocked and disgusted. And somehow, no one's thought of this thing. Clark hasn't heard it. This thing has just been with Virgil this entire time.
That is kind of weird. That it wouldn't trigger at all.
That's I have so many question steps. Again,
the ship doesn't even exist anymore.
Nope.
And what he does with the key clearly has a connection to these stones. So why wouldn't it ring?
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Wouldn't it be used in the cave as well?
Yeah.
So it's weird that a lot of things are just coming back where, like I said, it's been focused on so many other things this season. We're now being brought back to things that should have been happening so much sooner.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
And with Clark then staring at the octagonal key, he's like, finally got it back, thank God. And now everybody is terrified. We cut to the next scene where it's Clark taking it to the cave inside of his hidden little clubhouse that he now has.
With the round table or the octagonal table.
Just want to explain to you. This whole cave is like a child setup. That's a clubhouse, like a secret fort. And there's a spot for your diary.
Don't you love how it's like changing a little bit almost every time we come in here?
Yes. And like I said, I don't even know what this looks just like a secret cubby hole in the cave.
Yeah.
There's nothing to this, but that is where...
Can't get in here. I snuck in.
I still say this is lead, by the way. So with this lead platform, where that is where we have seen Clark deliver the keys, or I'm sorry, not the keys, but the stones.
Yeah.
The
or the
first
one,
yes, that we got from Lex at the very start of the season. Hey, Joseph, did you know that there was a space for the octagonal key in this thing, too?
I think it was there. I want to say it was, but it's like they didn't show it.
But it goes back to if it's a part of it and the stones,
that's what I mean.
We hear it.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's like clearly you use it for a whole slot in there. Like it fits perfect. When he puts it in, it like fuses with the table.
Yes,
it's weird.
Well, and what it does whenever he puts that key inside of it, it transports him into that place where he was rebirthed, I said.
Yeah, with Jarrell. How John even looked when he was talking to Jarrell. Just in the blue, cylindrical, whatever wave or aura.
Where he was in that egg.
Yeah.
And during the summer.
Naked little egg.
And he's like, don't worry, my son. I'll take care of you.
Nice ass on you, son.
Yeah, I'm glad you're naked. But we have this same spot, as you said, and now Jarrell is talking. I knew you'd return, my son.
Yeah. And Clark's asking, why did you send me to find this? Because you may be the last survivor of a great civilization.
A great civilization that destroyed itself, suckers!
Yeah, your civilization sucks, Dad. And so, as will yours if you continue to refuse your mission. The knowledge of our civilization was encoded in its 3 stones, brought to Earth and hidden at the far reaches of the world. Greed will drive others to hunt at the stones. But if the humans should unite them before you, they will not be able to withstand your temptation. They will destroy the earth. Famine, war.
You must find the 2 other stones. The fate of the world lies in your hands. Kal-El.
So now we kind of get full confirmation of what these stones are for.
What are they for?
Well, they're encoded with the knowledge of Krypton. And apparently, there's been more Kryptonians on Earth than just Jarrell. Has to be, with the Kawachis and all that. We've talked about that.
We have. Now, I do want to ask, so Isobel's a Kryptonian, right?
I wish...
Explain, Isobel!
No, because something she even says later, what she talks about, is just, it makes no sense. It's further just adding, like, who are you?
This episode, they do, and that's why I wanted to bring it up already, because we are going to get her back. I don't even care if it's a spoiler, because I have to bring this up. We changed so much. I think, screwed up so bad in Spell with the character. And they tried to fix it a little bit in this one, but I think... somebody really fucked up. And that's my only thought, because I can still accept, even though I much rather would have Gertrude in this, my Morgan Le Fay, shout out Jordan Foyt, but I do want at least Isobel to make sense to me. She still doesn't, and in this episode, I get more confused.
Yeah.
They really screwed it up. They screwed the pooch. I can't believe they would do that with Spell. They wanted to make it fun, but instead, you made it ridiculous, where now you have to fix it, and you can't fix it, because you can't fix his character.
Yeah.
You can't fix her.
It's like they weirdly were adding, like they were like going with it, like adding things to it as they just went on. Like, oh, okay, we'll add this, and then this will affect this.
She should know this. Oh, she should do this. Well, wait. okay, you know what? Let's have her do that. It's really coming up with it on the spot in order to try to make it work.
Yeah. If she was just made a Kryptonian, it would make a lot of sense.
It's this simple. Instead, we got to make up some type of backstory that involves Morgan Le Fay. And again, even with that backstory, it's like this episode. Because here's the other thing, Joseph. I just have so many problems. How is it that with Isobel, she picked up one of the stones and it burned her hand? Why would she ever want the stone again?
No, she has to have them. She has a 300-year feud right now. She's got to follow through with.
That's too big of a spoiler. You can cut it out. Whatever. It's a lot of questions. Let's go to Clark Barn.
Cool. We love the Clark.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's the Talon Loft.
Oh.
So she's running the phone.
So
oh, my God.
We come to Lana at the loft, and she answers the phone. It's like, hey, it's Jason. Jason who? And Jason's like, okay, shut up. Like, it's me. Cool, Lana. Nice, funny joke. It's like one of those awkward jokes you're trying to be cute after you've had like 3 weeks of fighting.
I'll put it to you this way. They are not in a good place. There is so much fighting. Certainly no sex going on because it's too awkward at this point.
Never. They're never going to do that.
They're never.
Lana embarrassed herself. She cried trying to get naked.
I think the only way for them to come back, Jason has to cry while getting naked now.
Or Jason just has to be naked. I don't know.
This is what you want, Lana.
This is what you wanted. And Jason, he answers the phone and he's like saying he's out of town and
he won't be able to make it today.
Nope. And Lana's like, oh, so I didn't know your job was overseeing. I was like, well, I just stepped out of a meeting. I have to do it. Sorry, I stepped out of a meeting and I wanted to give you a call.
He says that Lex has sent me on an overnight trip. Oh, I didn't know that you were going to start doing overnights. Who you with? What's her name?
It's so weird. We know this is not.
Is Lex with you?
No, I'm solo.
Well, you better stay that way.
I know what happens to people when they run off to Metropolis.
Clark comment.
Dude. Lana sucks.
Oh, man.
Now I love this. Someone just starts speaking Mandarin in the background, and Jason's like, God damn it. Talk lower.
No, what's actually ridiculous to me is Lana's like, oh my God, what was that? It's Chinatown. Sorry, I'm here. Look how easy that was.
Yeah, wait. No, because it just shows how dumb Jason is, too. Lana's rubbing off on him.
Maybe it's the long flight, because what we do figure out is with that Mandarin being spoken to, Jason says, listen, I gotta go. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
But he says good night, and she gets weirded out by it, like, good night? Meaning, it's nighttime over there. He is with the Mandarin whore.
He is. He had to go and pay, and he knows that they will do anything over there, so that is why he decided to take a flight for 20 hours in order to get some Mandarin ass.
Oh, but guess what? He gets a call.
It's
like, hey, I didn't know you were skipping out on me. It's Lex.
Absolutely amazing.
It's Lex. I love it. It's like, Lex, I was going to call you, but I had to leave work early. And it's like, to what? Catch the next flight to Shanghai?
Jason's confused. What?
Huh? Well, why don't you turn around, bud?
What's up?
Hey, what's up? You didn't really think I'd hire you, bring you into my life, give you a job, and I'm not going to be watching you? Jason, I know my father gave you the map.
Let's pause it here.
All right.
What?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
What?
Let's talk about that. Are him and Daddy talking?
Are him and Daddy planning this together? Was this a trap that they planned in order to set Jason up here to like have him do their bidding?
Maybe he finally put cameras in the office.
Maybe he finally did, but also it would explain how Lionel even got the map to begin with.
Yeah.
It's because Lex gave it to him on purpose, or he set it on his desk. Here's the thing. Lex may be setting these traps for Lionel, but in the end, I think Lex looks dumb.
Maybe so.
What are you doing? I know my father gave you the map, so I decided to follow you. Why are you there? You can hire somebody. What are you doing?
Lex likes playing games with Dad, dude. He's never going to stop.
He just really trusted that Jason knew automatically where it was just because of the upbringing that we discovered, I think last week, a few weeks ago, with Gertrude taking him to these summer vacays. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Jason recognized where it was. And that is why he went to China. Lex followed him. And now Lex says, listen, if you think you're going to find that stone without me, you're mistaken, because all I want's the stone. Hey, the stone. I love the stone. I've never seen the stone, but I want the stone.
Yeah, I remember it in the very first episode only.
You're not going to find it without me.
When it magically cured me of my poison blood.
Yeah, by the way, I missed that redheaded doctor. Now, him and Jason are going to be finding these stones together. Hopefully it's going to work out. Fingers crossed, but I'm not going to lie. I like to team up. Let's get back to the Clark. Not the Clark Barn, Ken house.
The Ken house. I thought we agreed that you would not go back into those caves.
I'm going to let you continue. I just want to say one thing. I have never agreed with John Moore. Continue.
Dad, I couldn't just ignore Swann's message. Clark, he doesn't know Jor-El like we do, okay? He's like, he doesn't know what we're dealing with here. He's like, but, like, what if this is still what I'm meant to do, you know? But this little comment,
what?
He says.
No, okay.
That Clark says, Jor-El, yeah, but maybe it's all a lie, whatever. But he's never lied to me.
He's never told you anything. There's a difference. Not lying just because he hasn't told you anything doesn't mean that he's a good person.
I just feel like he was rubbing it in John's face a little bit. Like, oh yeah, that dad's never lied to me.
Just looking at him.
What do you mean he's never lied to me, Dad? Why wouldn't I trust him?
So you think that Clark is taking shots comparing his two dads?
Yeah, he's sober, right?
That's true. I'm going to give it to him. But I will say, though, with John, why would you ever trust? Because when has it ever worked out where your body's not taken over by somebody else, Clark? Just tell me a time.
That's true.
Just tell me a time your personality didn't change and you weren't yourself. Just tell me one.
But
what?
But.
Hey, remember when you got a scar burned into your chest?
But this was in defiance. He's thinking that, oh, maybe I just do the shit he's talking about and we just fucking go from there.
Rule them?
Because what he's saying...
Rule them?
Well, remember, he talked about getting the stones and saving Earth now.
Yeah.
So I guess rule them with your stones. Your cojones.
I actually don't mind Jor-El saying this. I wish there was just more backstory. And I know it's TV shows, so I gotta accept this.
Maybe he's saying he lied. He's never lied to him in the sense that, oh, if I had just done what he told me to do, then yeah, he probably wouldn't have done that like he said he would. He's like, if you defy me, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Hey, Joseph.
And then Clark defies him and he fucks him up.
I would agree with you, except Jor-El's very broad in what he tells Clark to do.
Rule them with your strength.
So why not be able to explain? Because if Clark says, I'm not going to do that, and he says, you're weak, this is a different conversation now.
Remember Clark was just hearing the things and he's just like, well, he wants me to kill everyone. You heard what he said.
That's what he got from the prophecy. I'm supposed to murder the world.
Guys, you're supposed to be dead. I've been living a lie.
I love it.
And the trials that he puts me through, maybe they're not all random. Maybe they're to prepare me for the stones.
Prepare you for what?
The stones.
Now let's go back to, were you ever yourself coming back after these trials?
Look, dude. He only agreed to one trial. And...
What?
And it kind of didn't work out a bit. Like, he borderline hit his mom.
That's going hardcore.
Yeah.
You can hit your dad, but never your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fair trade.
Martha, though, speaking of her, she does say, "Are you sure you want to open this up? It's been it's been months, that this whole year, it's like we had the old Clark back."
You've been
Wait.
You've been so happy.
What? He has been miserable all season. I think only his happy moments technically have been kind of just with Lois.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Well, it's only because he finds her so annoying that he can't think about anything else.
Yeah.
So it helps him tune out all the
And
stress.
remember he even opened up to her a little bit?
No, I agree. I would completely agree with this.
Unbelievable, Martha. Are you kidding me? We loved you when you were alone.
And this year, Clark has been so happy.
Maybe this is further a spit on me because Alicia happened just a few weeks ago. And you're about to say, oh yeah, all year was all fine and dandy.
Everyone's happy.
Who?
Clark. All year. Hey, Clark.
I was blown away by this comment.
Remember when you gave up your dream last week?
Dude. Martha. She is pissing me off this season.
Lost your girlfriend. Gave up the thing you love most. You're alone now.
You were brainwashed at the beginning of the season.
Can't write a college essay.
Nope.
So what are you going to do? But you've been happy.
Yeah, he's been so good. So good. Clark's, of course, is like, well, Mom, as much as I'd like to play football, I'm not normal, and it's probably time I try not to be. I just got to do this shit. I've already let one of the stones slip through my hands. Son, what's going to happen if you bring them all together, huh? Even if you get all of them.
John has a point here because we don't know what will happen.
No, we don't.
Nobody knows what will happen. So let me throw this out here to you, Joseph. What if we just get 2 of the stones and not collect all 3?
Oh, I like that.
What if we just have it separated always?
Yeah, there's no way someone would find out the cave thing.
No.
Unless they really, really dug.
Also,
and it would have to take someone spilling their secrets.
Isobel, granted, has opened the cave before. I know what people are going to try to say. But what if Clark were to hide it there and then maybe hide one in the Clark barn and the John toolbox? Because that was always the best hiding place for the octagonal key.
Superb hiding space.
So why wouldn't we do the same?
I don't know. Where is the transference rock, the black one?
The black one doesn't exist anymore.
Does Bridget Crosby own it? The Swan lady?
Yeah, he gave it to her in a box.
That's right.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh, I thought it didn't exist anymore, but you're right. He gave it to her. Because he goes, yeah, here you go.
Well, maybe they're holding it still.
So Swan has that too. He didn't give that to Clark, though.
Yeah, we play games with him.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of cheese.
Even when you're dead.
That's right. It's all fun and games. And then, Clark does also make a good point, kind of what we're talking about. If I don't find them, then someone else is going to find them, because there's already, multiple parties been doing this shit.
What if we only found 2 stones?
Dad, hear me out. We just find 2, and I'm done.
Let's go to the Lex mansion now, where we have somebody cutting fruit. I thought this was Lex. Psych! We have Lionel cutting some fruit. Lex is gone. Remember, he's in Shanghai. So guess what? We have the first ever conversation between Lana.
This is the first conversation.
Lionel. The only one before this was transference, and that doesn't count.
And that was Clark.
Yes. So this is their first interaction.
Damn, he doesn't even remember what he did. He practically, just totally owned Lana.
He found Jesus.
Yeah, the Messiah?
Yeah.
Clark Kent?
Yeah, that's what he found.
Warrior
Angel.
I assume you're looking for your very elusive boyfriend, huh?
What I love more than anything with this scene, Lionel just tells her everything. Yeah, him and Lex decided to run off to Shanghai together. Oh, he didn't tell you?
Yeah, the reception's pretty bad in China, so that makes sense you're not able to get a hold of him. And Lana's like...
What?
It's like, oh, what, say, okay, well.
Well, I thought Jason would have told you, considering you're the one that was born right in the middle of this.
And now she's just like, she's getting just more nervous or angry.
She's getting angrier and angrier.
You should know, Miss Lang, how thoroughly Lex and Jason have been studying Isobel Thoreau.
Your rebellious ancestor.
And Lana's like, looks like they aren't the only ones.
Ooh, that was the first time she ever thought, and it was a good throwback in Lionel's face, because she finally was like, wait, he also knows you're talking too much.
I'm not letting this one slip.
Yes, but as Lionel then walks away, he goes, Isabel's arch rival was a duchess named Gertrude, a.k.a. Morgan Le Fay. Lionel then grabs a box. He says she was obsessed with finding 3 mythical stones.
Yep.
And as he is opening this box, she sent ships to the far ends of the known Earth, but all her agents could discover was this map right here.
And he shows her the map now.
He's
just passing copies around.
By the way, he's honestly telling everybody, you want to see something cool?
Yo, I got a map. Check this out. Dude, he's like the kid throwing the party flyers down the stairs of a school. Woo! Whoever wants to find it.
Lana, what does a treasure map have to do with Isobel?
What the fuck is this, Lionel? Why are you we're talking about Isobel. Not a piece of paper? Was this parchment?
I'm not playing National Treasure with you.
I'm not Ben Gates.
Hey, let me show you
the map.
Let me show you what's on the back of the $100 bill here. What time is it? I gotta find it.
Oh, I can't believe you don't know this.
Wait, you don't know something? Now would be a perfect time to learn something, Riley. Thanks.
Wow. First national treasure. A staple. An American staple.
I'm going to steal it.
I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence. So, Lionel says the map never made it into the hands of the Duchess because Isobel stole the document and hid it, which she did again, right?
And the document before she did that, Lex found it in Russia, and he said it belonged to Rasputin.
Yeah, so Rasputin found it, and then Isobel saw it when she first possessed Lana, and then hid it again? Where did it go?
Rasputin found it in France?
I guess. I don't know, dude. What are you
like, this is what I mean. It's weird that we're now throwing in, once again, a tie-in so Isobel could be more of a primary character.
Yeah.
And that's why it just seems forced with this. Again, like the episode, don't hate on me too much. But yes, he tells her Isobel stole that document. Gertrude had the exquisite young sorceress executed. Morgan Le Fay, obviously knowing that she was looking into the magic, trying to steal that magic, trying to steal her books. That is when Morgan Le Fay was able to then have her executed. So now Lana finding this out, she is saying Isobel is looking for them too. And she's working through you, using you as a vessel. I gave a copy of the map to Jason as well, by the way.
Hey, just so you know, been handing these out like hotcakes.
I'm not surprised he didn't tell you about it. I mean, it's not like you guys are that serious. Your kinship with Isobel may not be a secret, but you are aware that Jason is a direct descendant of the Duchess Morgan Le Fay.
Gertrude. And then Lana's now scared. Because, he can't be lying at this point. He's just spilling the whole beans, like.
Well, Lana then looks, and now she is extremely upset, it seems. He tried to break up with you. So, I mean,
it's always Lana's fault.
What do you want from him?
No, don't get me wrong. It's always Lana's fault.
He tried to leave you. Let's go to the Clark barn.
We go to the Clark barn. And Clark's chilling here. And he's looking at a book.
He's looking at Time magazine.
Because he loves to look and pretend he's reading.
He loves to look.
Like,
he has like a Virgil Swann memorial going on right now in his barn.
Time. Good read. Puts it down. Virgil Swann is on the cover of the book.
Yeah, it's Time Magazine Man of the Year. He's reading an old article about Virgil Swann.
Man of Tomorrow?
Yes. He is now throwing it on his desk where he's looking at all the cave photos that him and Virgil would swap. Now, as he's looking at the tramp stamp on Lana, we go back to the town loft where we see her tramp stamp in her short shirt because she wants to show it off. Oh my God, it's showing. She pulled down her shirt and it didn't cover it.
So?
All I'm saying is...
She thought she was alone.
She's proud of it.
Also...
Were you going to question this too?
No, it's just like, how did Clark just get in here?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Like, you didn't hear the door?
As Lana is packing,
But did you like the transition? He's pulling an Edgar at the barn, looking at the wet symbol. And he's like, oh, Lana, let me go see Lana.
He runs into her loft and says, boo.
Hey, babe. What you doing?
Where are you?
Thinking of you.
Where are you going? I'm going to China. Clark says, China? What? Are you serious? And freaked out and mad right now, more than you could possibly imagine. Lana, what's going on?
Oh, God. Here we go, baby.
Which part? The immaculate tattoo, the fact that I seem to be harboring a 16th century witch, or that Jason and Lex took off with a map to uncover it all behind my back? Wait. Why did they do that?
But Jason said that we're going to figure this out together. But it turns out...
He'd rather do it with Lex.
Yep. And so Clark's like, well, maybe he has a good reason of why he's not being open with you. And Lana's like, God damn it, Clark.
Don't you think you should give him a chance to be able to explain? Clark, you know that I don't give up on someone that easily.
That's
we
true.
Know.
Oh, we know.
Even though you should.
We know.
Yeah, that, by the way, that's not a positive staple she just made for herself.
No, it's totally cool to brag about.
I never quit.
Yeah. I never let them go.
But ask Clark, that's true.
Clark's like, damn, she's right. But I'm not going to just let him lie to me, even if it is for a good reason.
So you're going to take off and fly halfway around the world just like that? Lionel Luthor made all the arrangements with me, and I'm going to go. And I know, Clark, that I can't trust him. But he gave me the name of this professor that might be able to help.
Oh, man, I can't wait to talk about her.
No, don't get into it yet.
All right.
Keep it together.
I'm sorry, that's so funny to me.
Clark then says, well, then
I'm going with.
No, I'm not going to drag you into this.
Clark so wants to be in the middle of this.
I'm not letting you go alone.
Okay, he doesn't care about that. He just wants in on the adventure because he needs to get his destiny done.
Here's what's crazy. Should he be allowing Lana to go?
No.
So what?
But then he can't just say no. She's already adamant about it. She's going.
I think before Superman, we can stop the plane. We can do something in order to make sure she can't take off. My point to you in all this is, so Isobel is specifically looking for the stone. Clark has fought Isobel before. He knows that Lana still has that tramp stamp. So that means Isobel is still there in some ways.
Right.
But yet you're going to be like, I'm going to take her to its stone.
Yeah. And I'm going to be like, joke's on you. Ha. What's up? Yeah, maybe he's using Lana because maybe it's like, oh, she has the tattoo on her back, so she'll probably help me find the stone.
Maybe, but also I feel like Clark would be able to find out with the map what it is. He drew it, for God's sake.
Either way, he's taking advantage of the situation.
Yeah, I guess. Even though he could have asked Lionel, because they're BFFs now.
They've been BFFs.
Hey, Lionel, remember you told me about the diamond earrings?
Hey, Dad.
Prophecies about us.
Oh, speaking of Dad, we're back in Shanghai, and Lex is like, look, Jason, you know you can't trust my father. Like, he's up to no good.
Yeah, it's just bothered me. Again, I'm going to let you go. I know I'm interrupting here, but I just got to tell you, why is Jason's hair so wet? It just really bothers me how wet it is. Is it like mousse? Is it like gel? It's just shimmery. And it's just throwing me off because nobody else seems like that it's wet. Or maybe it is. Maybe I'm losing. Maybe it's been raining in Lex.
Yeah, Lex has no hair, Taylor.
You just can't tell. I'm sorry. I'm against bald people.
Wow, his hair is wet. Why is it wet? But Lex is basically saying, dude, there's no way you can't trust my father. Now you're either working with him or someone else. Like if you're doing this crazy shit. It's like, no, I'm just trying to find out the information, get Lana out of trouble, out of harm's way. Like, no. All right, if you're really about doing that, then we're gonna do this together. Oh, but we've hit a snag. We got people following us.
Unless that's your security. Run!
Yeah. So we think security just knows who they are, and it's a problem?
Well, again, Lex stands out. Lex stands out.
As the white man?
Why can't you just wear a hat? Why can't you just
Why are we shooting at them?
This is in an open street with a whole bunch of people.
It's a market!
And they are just opening fire while Lex and Jason are running away. We even see now a Jeep, an army Jeep, pull up where now they are having Lex and Jason put up their hands, and now they are screaming at them. Jason and Lex have no idea what's going on. The general is yelling at them in Mandarin. Everyone is just looking at each other going, I don't understand.
What?
Do you understand? I don't understand.
Lex, you know what they're saying?
I put in my notes on this part that this was all fake. And Lex did this. And it's because...
Well, good call.
Well, no, don't spoil it. No,
you said it.
Well, no, hey, I just told you what I put in my notes. And this is why. Lex followed him. Lex would have made calls in order to make plans on something if he knew he was going to Shanghai. Like, that's why it was so obvious to me. It's not like, oh, we're both surprised. What? How did this happen?
Whoa, hey, cooperate, dude.
Yeah.
Cooperate.
Yeah, exactly. Lex was just looking at him.
Dude, hey, don't tell him anything.
Hey, hands up. Hands up.
Yeah. Hands up, bro.
Yeah. I immediately thought this was the Luthers.
So you think they're both playing together?
Yeah, I really do right now. I think that this is some weird father-son incest bullshit going on.
Incest?
I don't know what I hate them.
Incest?
Why are they working together just because of the Salisbury steak?
They love each other.
I don't get it. Let's go to the private chat.
Private jet, because Lionel arranged it. We're looking at the map, at the zoomed-in pictures of the map showing the Chinese temple. And Clark's looking at it, sees the 8 symbol, the symbol for air. And he's going, how did Lionel know these symbols were about you? And it's like, I mean, I don't think he would necessarily connect that.
I mean, it was such a weird question. I didn't get it either.
It's like, it's not about her. He just knows them. He knows them from the damn prison.
By the way, this is also what I was confused about too. Maybe you can help me. The answer to that question is 2 parts, and they're both in 3 time zones away.
There are 2 answers to the question you just asked me, but they're both 3 time zones away. So why are we asking a dumb thing and saying a dumb thing back?
Do we have another time?
That piece of dialogue was not necessary.
And I didn't need that.
Why couldn't we just look at the map, huh?
Why couldn't we?
Because then we could have just started right here. Clark, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like you're the only person in my life right now that I can just doesn't have an agenda and I can trust.
Liar.
And I'm like, Clark immediately looks up like, lying again.
Damn it.
I'm lying once again. I'm sure they still care about you, Lana. Still doesn't change the fact that everyone seems to know more about me than I do.
It must be scary to think that there's a plan, that everyone has a plan for you, but you don't know what it is yet, and you're just kept in the dark.
Yeah.
And Lana looks at him. Ever since that tattoo appeared, I feel like I've been walking around with this huge secret. Like, everybody only knows what's on the surface. But there's something inside of me that's just so much more powerful. And you're afraid if people know about that part of you, that they'll see you differently.
How could they not? Clark just got reassurance. Never telling anyone about my powers, especially Lana.
So, what did your parents say about you coming to China?
Dude, Lana, shut up!
Nothing!
I didn't tell them! Don't say shit! I left him a message. Okay, why did he do that? Why couldn't he just say he was going to go spend the night somewhere?
Remember how
Maybe he was going to still visit Pete.
His parents would
They're like, oh, he's lying.
He's like, Clark, I want you to take a photo.
Yeah.
Take a photo right now.
Call me when you're there so I can talk to his parents.
I want you to call me from Pete's phone.
Yeah. I want to talk to his parents.
All right, so remember how I said, though, at the beginning of the season, what I really liked about the difference between Lois and Lana, of how they talk to each other, where one of the group just is so sappy and mopey with everything. Think about it, Joseph. He didn't tell his parents, and he then goes, sits down on the couch. I didn't tell them. I left them a message. And if Lois was sitting there instead of Lana, and this is why I bring it up, if Lois was sitting there, she'd be like, who cares? Smallville?
She wouldn't even probably bring up the parents.
It wouldn't be like this. And Lana then buys into it, though, like, it's funny, right, Clark? The two people I end up trusting are
you and Lionel Luther,
the two biggest pieces of shit.
Lana is worse than Clark.
Lana doesn't know that she is worse. Lana hides it very well. But let's go to the temples.
Yeah, we're in the prison of the temple. Well, boss, got any idea how we get out of here? Well, since they took the map and brought us to the temple, I'm guessing they're after the same thing we are. Okay. You're just gonna... That's weird. Why would the army, police force, whatever they are, be looking for this?
Why would they be looking for you?
Yeah.
Why would they know that you're looking for that?
It doesn't make sense.
Were you around town like, hey, anyone know this?
Yeah. I'm the white man here to take over your country.
But okay, I don't think that's what they were doing.
That's what they were doing,
That's not
dude.
what they were
It's all
doing.
bald white guy, and they're like, supremacists.
But no. But I do want to say with that, that's what I mean about this being Lex and Lionel. This isn't a good cover-up. If I'm Jason, I'm immediately like, really? Like, really? This is what you're doing?
Yeah. And Jason's like, you really want me to be your sidekick, huh? He's like, look, isn't it time to just drop the act and tell me who knows what? And then just tell me everything.
If you want to start spilling some beans, why don't you spill first?
Yeah. Pork and beans. And then Lex is like, cool, I will.
I like Pinto.
I love Lima.
We both know my father has every inch of this place secured.
No. So what he says that his father had this whole place scoured over and he didn't find the stone anywhere.
But how would Lionel do that?
I don't know, like
When did Lionel find the map? It was found by Lex for Russia. How would Lionel get that when he was in prison? And, we both know my father scoured this place. I think he's talking about himself. And he's just blaming Lionel.
Or he thinks Lionel is... Well, he does think that, right? He thinks he's looking for the stone still, like he has an agenda. He does think his dad's up to something. So maybe he's assuming, because he thinks Jason's working for him, that, Lionel has to be, like, having people, like, search everywhere.
Except what we find out. Let's continue.
Yeah. Come on, Jason. You wouldn't have lied to Lana and come all the way here unless you knew the secret to reading that map.
No, I lied to Lana to protect her. Oh, right. I forgot. Lana's new self-appointed hero.
She attracts a lot of those.
And now...
Not me, though.
Lex is looking at the wall and he's noticing his symbols.
There's Mandarin Chinese symbols and then there's Kryptonian symbols. Very, very
I don't
lost.
understand that. Lex, it says, I don't believe that...
You're that naive.
Yes.
You're either being used
by my father or by your mother.
Yeah. And whoever's pulling the strings, Just like, don't think for a second they wouldn't sacrifice Lana. In the end, I may be the one actually protecting Lana from you. I have a feeling.
In the end, I think I'm going to be the one banging her.
Yeah. In the end, she will be mine.
And now as Jason looks out the window, we got a guard that comes up behind Lex and says, ah! And hits him from behind.
The guards just come in and just start beating his ass.
They
take
drag
him
his
out.
ass out.
It's like, where are you taking me? Where are you taking me? And they're just like,
that's so rude. Get the language right.
I'm trying, dude.
Work on your Mandarin.
Now we go to Vancouver. Looks like Shanghai. Sorry. We're back in Shanghai, the market, and we're here with Clark and Lana.
There's only one street in Shanghai.
One street. And how are we supposed to find this Professor Sen, Lana?
Now we have a motorbike zooming by. Oh my god!
These are the things that I'm
now
talking
Lana
about.
just jumps into Clark's arms, and
Clark
holds,
embraces her,
and he lifts up the back of her shirt. Oh.
Lana practically puts her leg up like over his waist.
Yeah, and then now it's
oh my god, I fell. Almost got hit by that bike.
It was 10 feet to the right.
Dude, they wanted to just grope each other real quick.
And now they're very awkward. They smile at each other. And Clark, Lana, I'm not sure we should trust this woman that you're taking us to. Maybe we can do this on our own. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that you spoke fluent Mandarin. Oh, look, here it is, the Green Rooster. That's what we're looking for.
Oh.
Miss Lang, Mr. Kent, I have been waiting for you.
I couldn't hate a part more than this part.
You know what's crazy? Is that
she even has worse audio. Like her voice sounds like it's an old voice, like old quality.
What? Okay. I'm going to ask
Miss Lang, Mr. Kent, good to see you here. Let's get started.
You think
we're not even introducing ourselves, and
she seems to have the exact same outfit as the Mummy Returns. And maybe she traveled from Egypt to Shanghai
as Rachel Weisz or
on
Weisz?
Her plane or in the balloon that they then float from place to place. Benny,
dude, she's wearing Amelia Earhart's outfit.
Oh,
the woman pilot.
Yeah,
Amy Adams, Night at the Museum.
Yeah, Night at the Museum. Shout out.
Yeah, that's her.
So, I'm with you also on the accent. Because I put in the notes here and I was going to ask you, where is she from? She's not from here.
I just did not like this part. It was just weird. And the way they present her.
Now I do have a question here.
No one's asked. They're just like, oh, you must be the woman.
So, why do they need her? Lana said, oh, I didn't know you speak fluent Mandarin. Do they talk to anybody?
No.
So why do we need her?
Well, because she does say, like, do you know your way? You don't know your way around Shanghai either.
Yeah, okay. Tell us where it is. We'll go from there. Thanks. Stay back.
Do you know where this is? It's like, I'm here to help you guys, okay? Do you have the map? Oh my god, yes. Oh, I never really believed this existed. You have no idea how many fortunes we've had to do and search for this map.
How many fortune hunters wanted this map?
It's crazy. It's so crazy. The temple seemed to be located at the fork of the river. That's odd. There's no river here, okay? But these symbols, they match those on the temple walls.
So you know where it is?
I know the place well, yes. There's no mistaking that symbol.
Are you sure that there's only one temple here?
On this continent, I promise, anyway. Yeah.
That's all part of the powerful mystique behind it. There's a myth that claims an all-powerful god that came from another world and hid treasure here.
So we're getting more backstory. It's like, so another Kryptonian came here?
But the map was stolen centuries ago by European bandits.
Oh, well, there you go. No. Can you take us to the map? I can, but don't show this to anyone. I just showed it to you.
As long as the stone is still out there are fortune seekers who are willing to kill for it.
This seems like she would be one of those people.
She seems really like a person that stands out.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
You know a lot. And I think you're these people.
Also, that outfit.
Are you American?
People would know.
Yeah, you literally look like you're hunting for something. Like fancy hunting.
Lana then looks at Clark, and now they grab the map once again. We need to be careful. Follow me.
Other people may know you're here.
And now they follow her, and they are sneaking around, but Clark's too big.
They went back the way they came. They went back the way they came.
There's only one street.
There's only one street. And so now we go back to the dungeon.
Temple prison.
Yeah, and Jason gets Lex. Lex is all bloody. The guards throw him in there. Oh, no, he's like...
No, Lex says, tell them everything.
Yeah,
tell
he's
them
like...
everything
Lex
you
like,
know.
Look, tell them everything you know, man. This isn't worth dying for. Just do it.
I put in the notes again. Lex is a fucking liar.
Yeah, because then we get confirmation here as Jason gets pulled away. Lex is here pretending to be in pain, maybe.
Well, this is actually funny.
And he's like licking the blood on his lip, and he's talking to guard, just scare him. All right?
Don't hurt him.
Don't hurt him. Just scare him. Find out what he knows. Again, don't hurt him.
I'm sorry, Mr. Luther.
I can make such a promise. Oh, look who this is again. We have Byron Mann coming back in playing a different character from season 2 episode Insurgents when Lionel was blind, building was taken hostage.
Oh, man, he was one of those guys that broke in.
He was the one that was part of that crew.
Yeah.
Then the white guy betrayed. He was the Asian guy.
Yeah, he was
Kern.
The technology guy.
But now he's playing Commander Sheng. But yeah, again, Byron Mann, he was in Arrow, played Yao Fei. He mentored Oliver.
Great. What am I supposed to do with that?
He's really cool in Arrow.
Shout out.
Shout out, man.
I thought we had a deal. Looks like there are more people with more money than you.
Okay, we got to talk about who that is.
Yeah.
Because now the guard's betraying him, and now we're actually beating Lex's ass.
It's easy. It's Gertrude. It's Morgan Le Fay.
So it's Gertrude.
Yeah, it's Morgan Le Fay right now.
More money?
Yeah, this is Morgan Le Fay wanting to make sure that her stone is not going to be taken. This is her just sending, and that's what I even think about the map. She trained Jason in order to be able to find them so that if something ever happens, he would be able to track them down. So she has trained Jason his whole entire life.
And he did make her meet Lana.
He's supposed to be the protector of the stone. It's what she trained him for. This is Morgan Le Fay.
Ah, dude.
This is
We get it. You love Jordan Foote's theory, dude.
This is so great, and it makes it so much better.
So yeah, they take Lex into the back. He's like, I never wanted anyone harmed. I never wanted it. It's like, Lex, dude, you really get yourself in some shitty situations.
Hey, Lex, you deserve this. So,
kinda, yeah.
Just want to let you know, this is what you get for trying to play with fire and thinking, oh, I'm going to get Jason.
So we come back to the actual temple now, where Professor Sen, who we assume is Professor Sen, do we even know? But she's guiding them through the temple and stating, the government destroyed most of the ancient temples whenever they were here, but for some reason, they protected this specific one. So maybe it's because it was shrouded with superstition. Villagers have refused to cross the threshold, fearful, that old powerful god would return as he promised he would.
How did they get in there?
I don't know.
Didn't the guards drag Jason and Lex there? So wouldn't that place be swarming
Dude, Professor
with guards?
Sen has so much access, so much pull.
How did they get in there?
Dude, Clark broke some locks. Easy peasy.
She's even being a tour guide right now, as if they're able to take their time. And as we find out here soon, they shouldn't be taking their time.
No, not at all. Then we see some vault, this door that has the air symbol on it, the air Kryptonian symbol. Clark notices it, goes X-ray, and what do we see? It looks like the map again.
But poncho.
On a poncho?
No, that can't be it. X-ray just had it wrong. So Clark then tells them, hey, maybe you guys should be looking around in other areas. Can you go away? I need to look here.
Yeah, Lana already thinks he's being suspicious. Like, Clark, what are you looking at? Did you find something? Nah, just symbols. Can you go over there? I got something to look at.
Hey, go away.
Hey, can you ladies leave?
The Kryptonian symbol says men only.
I think the girls have to leave. I don't make the rules.
They do leave, though. Clark then goes up to this Kryptonian symbol.
And he opens it like it's like the tomb of Jesus. Oval door.
And
goes. He
what
slides
happens, Joseph?
It's pretty cool, right? Because it makes a lot of sense.
Do you remember that liquid kryptonite in Emily's chamber?
Yeah.
That spilt over and was about a foot away from him.
Yeah.
He, according to this, would have collapsed.
Yeah. He collapsed in the truck, too, in Crypto.
Yes. Why are we going backwards now? Because also, I thought that you and I have even discussed, the more he's around it, the more of an immunity he can build. Or not even immunity, just less hurtful because he's used to it, where he can then withstand the pain a little bit longer.
Yeah.
He's gone backwards.
I don't get it.
The eyes of this figurine that has this poncho on it is kryptonite eyes, and they're as big as eyeballs.
And it triggers when he walks in.
Yes, and only him.
Yeah, and he he collapses and he's weak. And
him just being
it's inconsistent.
Always him being on the ground. Oh God, no, not the ass! And now let's go to the next scene where the girls are walking around.
What was that?
I don't think this woman should have been here.
Dude. She was no help. Actually, maybe a little bit, just getting him in there. But immediately, her and Lana... Run, Lana! No! Guards come in. Guards come in, and the guard takes Professor Sen and immediately shoots her. Dead.
Oh my God.
She's gone. Gun has steam coming from it. And then, okay. So honestly, when the guy pulled up with the gun, and he immediately looks down, like towards her ass... Did you think like some inappropriate things were about to take place?
Okay, here's the thing. I don't want this pod to turn into that. What I do want to say, however, is there's so many tattoos at the bottom of that would look like what it looked like with her shirt covering it. So the fact that he was like, what? It had like two dots on the back. Lift it up.
They really went in there, saw Professor Sen, and said, boom, dead.
We're not going to look at her backside. So, she didn't expect any of that?
No. It's very dangerous. You stick with me. Stick with me. We will be safe. Take you to where you need to go.
She didn't even have a weapon.
She had no skill whatsoever. What business did she have doing what she was doing? Professor Sen, you will be remembered forever as possibly the worst character there's ever been. Because there's absolutely no point to you.
That actress had to have known the director. There had to be some type of room where he lost a bet. And he said he'd put her in something. Because, what?
Yo, how are they going to find the temple? We got to figure something out. Hey, you, Cindy over there.
Hey, why don't we get Chloe to track their phone to find out where Lex and Jason are?
Boom. I called Chloe. She tracked his phone.
Either way, that works.
No, we have to put Professor Sen.
Dude, somebody lost a bet.
Dress her in the mommy outfit.
All right, so I got a really great idea for a character.
Dude, I was so mad with that character. When I saw her get shot, I was like, I don't think she lasted like a full 2 minutes.
Oh, gee, I put in my notes, I really put like, okay, this is ridiculous. This is not.
That might be possibly the laziest thing they ever did.
It's actually one of the funniest. It's
hilarious.
It doesn't.
That may be one of my favorite moments of this season.
Oh, we needed her to speak Mandarin. When did you speak it?
She didn't.
Because obviously nobody would have allowed her in.
They had to have come through like a drainage or something. They're like, Professor, are you sure? Are you sure we should go in here?
Oh my god.
Dude, they are torturing them bad. We got Lex and Jason hanging up. They got a wet sponge linked to some metal cords. They're shocking these guys. We're just electrocuting the shit out of them. And Commander here is just asking Jason where the hell this map is. Where's it leading to?
And he is grabbing the back of his head saying, why don't you tell me? And Jason says, my mother hits harder. And the general says, okay, fine. Let's see how hard your buddy can take it.
Yeah, let's see it. All right, son, unzip your pants.
And now he walks over, and now they're hooking Lex up to it. They are putting that sponge in the water, and they're turning that machine on, and we're going to shock him. And now Lex is going crazy, screaming in pain. Where is the stone? And Lex is still screaming because he doesn't know. They are still torturing. Heavy breathing going on. Jason and Lex are just hanging there. General then says, okay, fine. You want to play games? Bring it in.
Bring in the girl. And now we have Lana. Leave her alone! No, leave her alone! No, don't! So they immediately just go in for the kill here. They unhook Jason and Lex's cords, go and put it to the chair for Lana, and now we're just going to shock her to, just the shit out of her. And she is just taking it. Everyone's screaming.
She's not screaming, though.
But then Lana's, taking it, the more voltage, and then all of a sudden, she starts, spazzing in a way that looks kind of crazy. And even the commander's like, what the hell is happening? Apparently, she's doing demonic grunting, and then
she's changing.
All of a sudden, boom! We know what's happening. We're getting Isobel. Metame me uso animama.
And now,
liberare.
She puts her magic where it releases her and it blows away the guard. And now the guards are scared of her, but she stands up and she blows them away with her purple magic. And now Jason and Lex are hanging there scared beyond anything.
And the wind's blowing inside this basement.
Where did the wind come from? And now they're still staring in shock. They can't believe what she's done, but Isobel has now returned. And she then grabs the map from the general's hand and she laughs. Did you really think I would let any harm come to this body?
Ever since I possessed it, you little fools.
Oh,
you two again. Oh. And they're like, Isobel. Oh, Jason, you are a resilient lad, aren't you? So earnest, yet so tragically doomed because your family sucks.
To pay for the sins of your mother.
Oh, and you, greedy boy. I can only imagine what mischief you would cause were you unite the stones of knowledge. Okay, but what were you going to do with the stones, Isobel? Let's ask that.
You can't touch them.
And what were you going to do with them?
Also, I thought you could only use your magic with your spell book.
Yeah, the eBay? No, man.
I guess we can just use it now. Also, what happened to her friends that she cared so much about? Guess not anymore.
We don't like friends.
We are now solo Isobel, and we are different with our abilities.
Yeah, and she even clarifies, look, y'all idiots should have noticed this. This, if you really knew, this was never a map.
And she,
oh, that's right. We come back to it, with Clark at the chamber. That's right. It's a sweater.
Yeah.
It's a poncho.
She bites her lower lip while doing that.
Well, it's not a map. It's my poncho.
And now she smiles. We cut to the next scene. As you said, Clark is on the ground, still in pain. And now we have two guards that just come in. He opened the door. Get up! And then they grab him. And then they are pulling him away from the kryptonite. So that means that Clark's going to have his abilities. He immediately regains his strength, throws the guys off of him. Pretty sure he killed one.
I think he killed the one on the left. That man went into the angle where, he probably broke his neck.
No, and he went too far. He went way too far.
He went all the way down the hallway.
Yeah, one guy went 5 feet. One guy went about 30 feet.
Probably went through the wall. Also, where did Lana find... where did Isobel... We're back to the dungeon now. Where did she find this little robe? That is so fancy.
I was wrong. The first 27 minutes of this episode is good. the moment she gets this outfit and she does the with the hair, I immediately put in the notes, oh no.
Yeah. And Clark comes up and immediately gets blasted by Isobel.
Take that!
Whoa, hey, Lana! Yeah, take that. And boom, Clark gets knocked out from the magic because obviously magic affects him. And Lana even says, you put up a better fight last time.
Remember how she was wearing a corset? Because she said it makes her feel sexy?
Yeah.
Why is she wearing this?
Because it was the coolest thing in the basement sewer.
Why is she wearing this?
Because she has to fit the part in China.
So I immediately thought with my, oh no, are they doing Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
That's what they said in the companion.
You
know that, right?
No, I didn't.
He literally said, the director is like, yeah, like, we thought, we were thinking, like, yeah, we're going to get Isobel, do this, Kristen, we're going to get her to really do, like, the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon stuff. Literally said that.
Okay, why?
What do you mean, why?
Why is Isobel doing this?
Dude, because they're finally acknowledging she's of Asian descent.
I thought she was from French descent.
The character P. Peddler, Marcus, the Asian Marcus, he was so well received. They were like, oh, we got to represent the Asian community more. I mean, Kristen, she's a main person, but she has white parents.
Or, hold on. Let's go off of this Marcus theory more.
All right.
And let's say maybe they got so much backlash thinking that the creators were racist. Because they were like, hey, how did Chloe and Lois find Marcus if they've never seen him before? How did Clark describe him? And the creators couldn't answer that question, so they go, we can't seem racist. What if we did a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon episode?
I hope it was another intern suggestion.
that they would be
hey, guys, y'all don't want to seem racist.
As we go back to the dungeon here, as Isobel walks away in her Komodo,
Clark wakes up.
And he goes and he grabs himself a pair of pliers. He cuts down Lex and Jason. Lex is like, what are you doing here, Clark? I could ask you the same thing, Lex.
And then Jason over here, how could you put Lana in the middle of this?
She's here because you lied to her, dumbass.
Kind of true.
And what I love, though, is that Lex and Jason really are trying to yell at Clark right now for saving their ass.
Yeah, what the hell?
Also, the BFF friendship, like I said, relationships are falling apart here.
Oh, yeah.
Jason and Clark. I think
that's done.
It was only for football.
Yeah.
After football.
Dude sweat.
And once he turned down that scholarship, what do they have in common? So they can't bond anymore.
You think they'd be better after they found out that Lex was the one that told on them and everything?
Yeah.
But yet, we still don't like Clark.
Yeah, but he brought Alicia around.
Oh, God forbid Alicia come around. They probably still think she did it.
Yeah, they do, but
Those
you can't.
Pieces of shit!
But it doesn't matter. You can't talk about it because nobody cares. So let's go back with Lex and Jason. Clark, if there's anything you know, tell me.
God,
I think
Lex
found
is
some.
so...
He's such a piece of shit.
He makes me so... The whole time like, oh, Clark, man, if you know anything we don't, please tell us no. Clark actually does say, I want to
see a poncho?
I think I did find some guys. Probably the sickest poncho I've ever seen. China. To think China did this. Crazy.
See that stitching? That's not normal stitching.
I hate Lex, too, here. He's like, Clark, this whole place was investigated. How did you just find this? And Clark's just like, dude, what do you want me to say?
Yeah, and
I just found it.
Don't you want to look at this? I already looked at it.
Also, that's a weird question. Lex is just in there. He's just like looking at it. Don't you want to... Why did he ask that? Clark found it. He already probably looked at it.
And also, Clark, why are you looking terrified?
Yeah, let's not give it away here.
Let's not have the... It's like Lex knows. You can't tell
He's looking straight at the mask like...
Hey, Clark, what is this?
Oh my God, that mask is looking straight at me. Lex, what'd you say?
Lex is like, I can tell when he's a liar. He sucks.
Yeah, dude. Look at that poncho, man. But yeah. And even Jason's looking at it, he's like, hang on. Wait. Hold up.
Let me see the map.
Let me see the map, bro.
Clark looks at him. What? He's like, just let me see it. He then hands it over. He's like, thanks, weirdo. He starts looking at the map. And now Jason says we are looking at this wrong. This isn't a map to the temple. This is a drawing of the temple through the tree. So it is, in fact, a drawing of somebody's first-person view of what they were looking at that time.
Which is kind of cool, but I feel like that makes it so much harder.
That makes it a lot harder.
Like, what?
How would we even find this?
You don't.
If this is the only temple, how many trees are there? Is there only one tree?
Yeah.
Because otherwise the branches could look the same. How old is this? Don't branches change and grow?
Yeah, what if the tree was chopped down?
Yeah.
What if the temple burned down?
Yeah.
We're asking the important stuff here.
You know, guys, what if it's not in the background, though? Think about it.
What if they were standing right there at the base of the tree? What if it's located there? They were just standing at the base of the tree and looking. And they're like, whoa. Clark is sober.
And now the poncho is moving, and now we are taken to the scene where Isobel knows exactly where it is. She has found the tree. She is looking at the temple. It doesn't look right.
Dude, no, it does not. It looks nothing like it does on the map.
Why does it look so much bigger in the map?
Whoever drew it was a piece of shit.
And so much smaller.
Whoever drew the map was a piece of shit. They were definitely like, I can't make it too obvious.
Well, remember how we said like that would be hard and you wouldn't figure it out? Yeah. I would never guess.
They made it harder.
I would never have guessed that.
That's damn near impossible. And of course, Isobel here with her nice little Asian outfit, looking like Lex's servants, actually. She's looking like Lex's servants right now. He's probably going to hire her.
And what I love more than anything is not only is he going to hire her, but also perform at children's birthdays because she says, I got rose petals.
Rose petals. Spectaculum lapis. And it burns the air symbol into the ground like she did that one time
in the forest
with the ritual.
Before Chloe and Lois showed up for the wine party.
And she waves her hand like this. Oh, and then the earth is breaking up. And then we have some like Ivan Ooze egg come out of the sewer.
Okay, so I at first was really like, oh, this is cool. This is a box. Yeah, it's an old box. It's like Pandora's box that she's having to open. But as it's rising...
Not a box.
It's a ceramic horse.
I thought it was a dragon. I thought they were about to do some DBZ shit. Remember how they make the statue of the dragon to make Shenron real?
That looks like my Barbie's pony.
That looks like it's made with the cheapest wood possible. And then, like, if you were to just drop it...
How old is that? You think that looks like present day material?
Might be chocolate. Look how it breaks.
Okay. You figured it out. It's chocolate.
It's chocolate. They ate that after the scene. But you know what's crazy about this?
Isobel was a big fan of horses. So was Lana.
Oh, wait. Why did I not notice this? Are you just now putting that together?
Kinda.
Okay. Because that's kind of crazy how we both didn't notice that at first.
That's weird.
It's a horse.
It's a horse.
It's a horse.
How weird is that?
Cyrus, when the horse fell and he had to heal her horse. Whitney, dude. She was always riding horses. She got hit by the horse. This is destiny. Maybe it's not magic anymore, Taylor. Maybe it really is destiny this season.
I'm still trying to understand the chocolate horse.
It's made out of solid chamomile.
Even though we figured out that it's about Lana loving horses. What is this?
I can't believe that it's a horse and like they had to have done that on purpose or something.
It had to be like, it'd be funny.
It'd be funny, but like it's like, oh, how cool would this be? It was destiny. It was Lana. It had to be Lana.
She loves horses.
She loves them so much. You know, we haven't seen her around a horse ever since then.
What rises from the ground is like My Little Pony.
What if when it rose from the ground,
as a rainbow
Lana came back into her body because she was so scared of the horse? Like, she then possessed her body back again and was like, holy shit, no, I'm out of here. It doesn't even touch the horse, just leaves it there.
What if she was like, this is a 15th century ceramic horse originally done by Michelangelo?
I just can't believe it's a horse and there's a connection with that.
I'm so confused when I saw what came up. I was hoping it was a box.
Well, you know what? It's more confusing is that when it breaks, the high pitch ringing happens for Clark, the stone.
Which is exactly what happened when Lex broke his.
Yeah. So is it a matter of the wrong people being close and like that close to having the stone? Because like we talked about with the key, Swann technically wasn't a wrong person to have it. Like as far as like the agenda.
I mean, maybe, but Swann still would have kept going to see what it would do.
Yeah.
I feel like Swann would have still experimented in the end to see, like, sure, maybe the motives wouldn't have been
But in
bad.
the end...
And remember what they said about the stones, because Jarrell even said it at the beginning of this episode. The stones are too tempting for any person to have. Eventually, they give in. So no matter what, they would use the stones for evil, which is why with Swann, to your point, though, of what you're saying, it should have rang. If Swann had a key that was a part of this whole thing, then Clark should have had the buzz.
Same with the stone, because we assume they have it.
Yeah.
His crew.
And yes, like that is where.
Well, maybe that shows. Maybe they're the right people to have it, at least until Clark has it.
They're not as bad, sure. But it's like, again, it's like what
'Cause he
Jarrell
even
said.
said-
I'm going off of what Jarrell said.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I'm
And
saying.
Jarrell doesn't lie.
It's not even my... Hey, he's not alive. He
Jarrell
hasn't lied
doesn't
yet.
lie. Doesn't lie.
Maybe those were tests to make me a better person.
Yeah.
Maybe your chores aren't good enough, Dad.
Maybe I should just do what Dad tells me.
Maybe you should just do like what Jarrell does.
If Lex maybe did what Lionel told him, maybe he'd be a good kid.
Hit me harder. Get the belt.
You know what's great about this is that Lex and Jason stay looking at the poncho while Clark speeds away because he hears the ringing. And he immediately snatches it out of Isobel's hands. But you know what he actually does?
He stops.
He stops a couple feet away from her. Like, holy shit, hell yeah, I got it. Why didn't we keep running?
Before you continue on that, we do have to mention, because like we said about Isobel not being able to touch it, when she smashed the horse, key came out, she has a red cloth in order to be able to pick up the stone. If you can't touch the stones, you can't use the stones. Going back to what you said, though, with Clark going just, why didn't we keep running?
Why did we stop? Like,
Why?
oh boy, I have the stone.
Hey, remember when she just knocked you out like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, and why did we stick around long enough for her to actually do it again? Because she knocks his ass again. Immediately grabs the stone back.
Using her handkerchief.
With the cloth.
Yes. And now she's
And it's the 8 symbol. It's actually the bottom centerpiece. It's nice. It looks good. She comes back in, just doing her little strut in her little Asian outfit.
just walking around.
And we're in the same spot we were before. Clark speed runs back in front of her. And she's like, nobody has sacrificed as much as I have for these stones.
They don't belong to you.
And you think they were meant for you? They were left for nobody. Wrong.
All right.
But also, we're shouting, right? We're shouting.
Isobel, I'm going to make you a deal. Let's see who can touch the stone.
You'd think she'd remember because last time he picked up the stone after it burned her. And she's like, how is it not hurting you? He got his powers back from the stone. It's clearly meant for him.
Is this a different Isobel? And Lana really has 6 different personalities.
Crazy Jane?
This is here, and this is why I bring this up to you. Remember how each of the stones are spread across the world? What if whichever stone comes up, that's the ancestor that then comes up from Lana? So it's like her Shanghai ancestor then took over her body, who just so happened to be named Isobel. Where then that is why she's so different in every single way.
Or the stones are acting as a Horcrux for her.
A Horcrux.
Like a different part of the soul is in there, so they don't actually collectively know things. It's separated still. So if one experiences the other hasn't, then they wouldn't know, you know?
I think there's multiple Isobels.
I wouldn't doubt it.
it's just...
That's the only explanation. Otherwise, that's a big continuity error.
Yeah. A big...
Even though Spell was kind of ass.
That's what I mean.
Better than Crypto.
Somebody fucked up.
The god of this temple hid them for his return. Yes, his ancestor. What do you not get?
I'm related to them.
Also, we are shouting. Look where we are, Taylor. We're right outside the vault where the guys were.
My magic beams worked on you, but now I don't want to use them.
Penetatis elim corpus.
I'm gonna grab a sword. I'm gonna grab a sai. I'm gonna say my magic, and now I'm gonna throw my sai at you.
Why couldn't Clark dodge that?
Clark watched.
He wanted to get stabbed.
He did.
He wants to hurt.
Actually, I have a theory. Clark did want to get hit. Clark was getting his ass beat by magic. He can't stop magic. But that's not why he didn't move. It was so that he could then have a weapon. Where he then pulls the sai sword out of his chest.
And we do confirm because the vault, they show a glimpse of it and the guys aren't in there. Where'd they go?
P-break.
P-break.
Talk to Marcus.
They can go shit together? Oh, Marcus is in town? Yeah, so we're starting to fight with swords.
Sword and sai.
Clark has never done this.
Yeah, he has.
Unless he's fencing with Lex.
What if I hit her in the forehead?
What if I had powers she doesn't have? What if I'm practically invulnerable if I just get her back to Lana?
And as they are fighting, we see Isobel having the upper hand because Clark is not a sword fighter. And as he has fallen to the ground and Isobel is about to do her kill shot, Clark then pushes her away and she goes floating. And she does the crouching tiger, hidden dragon across the tree branches. Yeah, and they went so delicate footing.
And they went so crazy over this in the companion. They're like, Kristen was absolutely amazing. She got all the moves down in like 8 hours. And man, she was going nuts. Man, she has a bit of gymnastics. You know, we're really lucky to have her. She went crazy.
I told you. Why?
Good job, Kristen.
Because what Isobel decides to do after she floats away is she says, have you ever seen my tornado python attack?
She literally did Ryu's move from Street Fighter.
Oh, I thought she was Pycon from Dragon Ball Z.
No, this is the kick move Ryu does in Street Fighter.
But she's not kicking. Because what is she doing?
Oh, then maybe yours is more right.
Because what Clark... Pycon.
Yeah.
So what Clark does do as he sees that she truly starts floating in the air and spinning like a helicopter.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
And flies about 10 feet and Clark says, now's my chance to rip open her pocket. And take the key back.
He speed runs as she's in the air, and he just rips open her pocket, and she's still spinning like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?"
Clark picks up the stone. She grabs his wrist. A whole blast happens, shoots them back, and guess what? Jason saw the whole fight.
He just showed up.
Jason saw. No, he saw the fight.
That's what I'm saying. Like he appeared right after.
Yeah.
But also, why did that happen even? No. Clark's grabbing the stone, but Isobel grabs his wrist.
Because she can't touch the stone.
But she's not.
I know. But she's still in contact with him who is touching the stone. Which would probably cause like an imbalance in where that big blast comes from. What I have questions on is Jason's reaction. And it's because as Lana is then flung into the wall. Clark's flung into the wall. She wakes up. She's back to herself. What did I do? And Clark says, Isobel's the one that got us away from the guards. Jason's just looking weird.
And why?
Like Clark did something wrong here.
And where did they go? Where'd they come? Lex comes out here. He's unbuttoned shirt. He's like, what happened?
Hey, what do you think happened? We got it now. This is the
What
poll.
do you want me to say, Lex?
This is the poll.
And Clark even gets the cloth on the ground. It's gone. And Jason looks at Lex. Lana's looking worried.
Jason's just looking weird. At least Lex is like, you got the stone?
Yeah, and Clark actually looks concerned like, damn it, I lost it again.
No, actually, I thought he had a poker face.
You thought he was lying?
He really shrugged. Oh, no.
Oh, guess it's not here, guys. Empty handkerchief.
What's crazy, though, is that Lex didn't care about Lana.
Yeah, because we know his true intentions.
Either way, they have some type of sexual chemistry, but my whole thing with it is he doesn't care about her. He only wants to stone. Let's go back to where was Lex and Jason. Let's talk about what they were doing. I also want to talk about Isobel. She has powers, right? Why were we spinning?
What was that move?
Why
did the fight end that way?
I have so many questions about this episode.
Why didn't Clark just pull her by her feet and slam her to the ground?
No, I'm just going to reach in her pocket.
Yo, got it. Got you. Oh no, my pocket. Why college is so important. That's the title. Wait, go back. Was that the title of the essay?
No, that was the title of his essay.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Pretty cool title, huh?
Yeah, so he's obviously, we are at the Clark barn because we're already back from China.
Trying to write his college application essay. And Lana just barges in. Kind of hard to take a college application seriously after the last couple days, huh?
Clark's like, oh my God, you're here. I was just trying to, figure out where witchcraft falls under, if it's community service or not. And Lana then looks at him all weird. You seem kind of startled that you saw me. Should I come back at another time?
Yeah, because you came unannounced.
No, I just, I've been avoiding my parents ever since I got back.
Yeah. And what's the real reason you're scared? Well, seeing you speak Latin was kind of crazy, and you were throwing the room around, like, people around the room like toothpicks.
It was kind of weird, freak. And even when Isabel's gone, sometimes I look at you and there's a part of you that I don't recognize anymore. What is wrong with you, fucking freak?
And she's like, I'm sorry. It's just like, you know how crazy that is? And funny that it sounds coming from you?
Is Clark being serious?
Yeah.
Was Clark being really serious about saying that? Like,
yes.
Hold on. Clark just tried to judge Lana?
Yeah, and he's done it before.
How many times?
I think this might be like the third.
Remember him apologizing to everybody after transference?
Yeah.
Oh, no, this isn't me. Why don't people forgive me? Oh, no. Oh.
I swear to God, I don't remember.
So the exact same thing happened, and he's like, freak.
Yeah, you're a freak. Not forgiven.
What?
You're unannounced.
What? I was hoping that wasn't serious, and he keeps testing her on what her reaction would be. He's just overdone it at this point, though.
Pretty cool.
It's awful. But yes, Lana, do you know how funny that sounds coming from you?
And they just laugh.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
You're right, actually. Somehow I think the only way that I'm going to be able to put Isobel and all of this other stuff behind me is if I find all three of these stones.
What?
Okay. The last person that needs to find these stones is you, Lana.
Wait.
I promise you, you are becoming more bored than Lex.
Wait.
You're becoming more bored than Lex.
Wait.
Lana has nothing going for her in her life right now.
Joseph, did Isobel just take over her body?
Pretty much. It's like she's still in there.
So, I need to find the stones. No. No.
I would...
Are you sure Isobel?
Yeah, Clark should have been like, why? Why would you need them?
What are you doing?
What's gonna happen? You think good shit's gonna happen when that happens?
You already maxed out your credit card for a spell book, Lana. Do you really want to go down this road?
This is like the other episode. What was it?
By the way, whenever she has gone through the researching, though, and trying to uncover something, she has always made it worse.
Yeah, when her and Clark teamed up for a second. Remember, she was
scared.
Yeah, she was like, no, something's happening. I want to help. I can't just sit by and do nothing. Lana, you're bored.
I can't sit by and watch him die.
Give me something to do. There's nothing for you to do.
I want to help. Help with what?
Yeah, there's nothing for you to do, I promise. You're of no assistance at all. At all.
Why?
Yeah, no, she needs the stones, man. No, she needs them.
And Clark is not going to acknowledge it. Instead, I'm sure they'll end up in the right hands.
I hope so, because right now it kind of feels like some random piece of puzzle I'll never understand. Yeah, because you don't need to.
Maybe you're not supposed to understand.
Just yet.
Idiot.
And it's like, I get the feeling that our lives are a lot less random than we think, Lana.
What? What? Lana even
Maybe.
looks at him. Did you smoke again?
She's like, maybe.
I'm going to go. All right, I'll see you later, Clark.
Do you remember that time Lana was just like, I just really want to get to know me.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I do.
Yeah, it's like, really want to find myself. You ever really try to find yourself?
Clark, as Lana leaves, then starts looking. He's like, hey, I got an email. Hey, what is with Lex Luthor and emailing? Hi, Clark.
Wait.
Oh, no, these are good.
Okay.
So Clark's looking at his email. I pause it on the screen that he is looking at to see all of his emails.
All right, yeah, we're going to go through these because we got first some college application. We got a Lex Luthor email from, it just says none on the subject. What's that about? We got Dustin Fair.
By the way, you know what none is then, right?
What?
It's a picture.
A picture of what? It does say it's 4K in size.
Exactly. So
wait, actually, that's small. Maybe it's a small picture.
It was a small picture that they're sending to Clark. And what's funny is I was at first going to say, man, I bet they're dirty because it's coming from Lois Lane, Megan Poss, but then as you go down, there's one from Lex too.
Huh. Yeah, and then, so there's a Dustin Farrell group meeting. Who's that? Chloe Sullivan saying, what's up? Why?
What's up, Smallville?
Was email a thing like this? Meet me at the Talon.
Lois Lane project. What project? I thought. How long has it been since he's looked at his email?
Lois Lane project.
Yeah. How long has it been since he's looked at this?
Oh.
Is that when she was at Smallville High?
Biology homework, Jim Pratt, Megan Poss, SHS mentor program, homework help, please. Dude, is Clark a genius?
Megan wants it.
Yeah. Yeah, I need help with my homework. Yeah, and Lex Luthor, why does it say hi, Clark? The subject says hi, Clark.
But the message from Clark is actually from Dr. Virgil Swann.
No, we got to talk about the one from Lois that says, what's up, Smallville? Nudes. She sent him nudes.
No, she's just obsessed with him.
Damn it.
With him now clicking on the Swann email.
We transitioned to Lex. We don't know what the email was.
And Lex is logging into Luthor Corp Security.
Why is his password Elements?
And as he is logging in, his father then walks in and he acts like he was searching porn.
Oh, shit. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad. Ah.
Full of surprises. Lex, what happened to your face, dude?
Oh, no. Booger boo.
Boo, my baby. Googly bear. He's like, well, getting pistol whipped and taken hostage wasn't my exactly type of fun, but whatever. Had to deal with it.
I have to admit, it's good to have you back, Dad. Thanks for having all this done to me. Really fucking appreciate you.
He's like, dude, I didn't have anything to do with that. What happened to you in China?
I've abandoned my search for the stones.
Come on, Dad. You gave copies of it to Lana and Jason. You used them. No, Lex, it was you who was using them. And you'll do far worse to find those stones.
And Lex is then laughing about it as he is walking away. Lionel is then following him. You have a ferocious desire to find all the answers, son. But don't let your search for those stones turn into your personal Tower of Babel. Tower of Babel, famous storyline by the Justice League.
It's like, I'm not trying to get closer to God, Dad.
I'm trying to solve the riddles he's laid out for me. Okay. Did you ever think that there was a reason
you weren't given the answers?
To challenge us or maybe to humble us?
Oh.
Now, Lex, I know about this mean Salisbury steak.
Look, dude, knowledge comes from finding the answers, yes, but understanding what the answers mean that's what brings wisdom. Men who didn't understand the difference have been the ruin of some of the world's greatest civilizations. Yes, we know, Lionel, you love to talk about them. Is that why you stopped looking for the stones, Dad? Because you're afraid?
And now Lionel is no longer laughing. No. I stopped because I realized if I find the 3 stones, I'm not going to find what I'm really looking for.
Oh.
Neither will you.
Oh.
Pussy.
Yeah. Called him back.
And Lex is standing there going, I love being owned by Daddy. Why did we allow him to
He had his hand in his pants.
Why did Lex allow Lionel to come stay?
He's a great guest.
So that Lionel could just own him?
He's a great guest.
Why is he walking around my office every hour?
He gives people my maps.
Did you eat my fruit, Dad?
You take my brandy?
But let's go to the next scene where we are at the Talon Loft. And Lana is inside of her apartment.
Furious.
Sewing.
Answers the door. It's Jason. He says,
there, can I come in?
Can I at least come in? I guess I'll have to ask you how you got back from or how you got to Shanghai.
Yeah, I guess we don't have to talk about that. She is pouring herself some tea. Listen, Lana, I'm sorry I lied to you. I don't even know which lie you're apologizing for. The one that you said you were in Metropolis when you were really in China, or that you were really working with your mom all along?
I didn't want to put you in danger, okay?
Wait. When was he working with his mom?
Well, I think she's just assuming that because of Lionel.
Exactly. So she is just assuming things when Jason already tried to break up with her, and he even told her it was because of my mom. And Lana said that you are crazy. And now Lana is saying, so you and your mom, huh? You and your mom working
well,
together?
You're really working together? Yeah. I mean, she never believed it, but now she does.
Maybe you should have just allowed yourselves to be broken up.
Maybe she wanted to cry again during the attempted sex.
Jason says, I didn't want to put you in danger, not the sex.
If you remember a certain torture thing that would happen, I'd say that was pretty decent foresight, actually, a prediction.
Hey, Lana, I was tortured. Can we call it even?
Yeah, it's like, I told you shit was going to happen. It's like, you have to believe me, all right? Give me one good reason. Fun!
Look at these scars.
Yeah, look at these scars, but wait, there's more. Look at this. And look what he brings out. It's the damn stone. The one from China. The air stone. If Lana touched it, shouldn't she burn too?
Okay. Is Jason a magician?
A warlock?
And we said that he could possibly be Constantine. But also, we're not going to say that. We're going to go with the Jordan Foot theory. Morgan Le Fay's son. There has to be some magic with him. Why does he have that? How does he have that? Why wouldn't it buzz?
Well, you heard what he said.
So it buzzed when it first came out of the horse chocolate shell.
Yeah.
But it's not going to buzz when Jason gets it and brings it right next to Isobel? What am I missing?
Is there like a spell on the thing that's surrounding it at the time?
Like
maybe once he grabs
an alarm?
Yeah, what if once he touches DNA, it doesn't ring anymore?
How did Jason get it?
Dude, he says right here.
What? Okay, let's get to it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? She's like, how did you... Well, I got there right before Lex, saw you and Clark knocked out, so I grabbed it. It was right there in front of me.
Why didn't they show them being knocked out then? They showed them as if the blast happened and they were immediately awake. 5 seconds after.
Yeah.
So unless Jason watched the whole fight, this is impossible.
Yeah. So, yeah, he mailed it to himself from China. Very cool to do. That's what you do with a
Did you tell your mom? I got it for you. All I care about is protecting you, okay? I'm going to make a necklace out of it. And I'm going to give you this necklace.
It's cool rock.
You know the heart of the ocean? This is the heart of China.
Your descendants.
You're the only one in my life I care about, Lana. And Lana then looks, I do like necklaces.
Dude, this is the weirdest, like, making up thing. Blink twice if you understand me. She blinks twice. They laugh. Oh, cute. They hug. Oh, they embrace each other. Oh, but then Lana makes a weird face.
Yeah, it's more of a doubting face.
No, it's like a doubt, but then a smile, and then like
a smile, and then a crooked smile.
Okay.
Let's go to the Ken house where it's gonna make sense.
I know you're gonna lecture me about China, but look, I didn't have a choice. All right, Clark. At least tell us the stone is safe in the cave with the other one. Nope.
Look, there was kryptonite guarding the map. So
can we talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
How did they have kryptonite?
Because
as far as we know, kryptonite comes from the fucking radiated planet parts. Of the planet.
It's not only that, Joseph. We've talked about how Kryptonian would be hiding these artifacts. So the Kryptonian's going to hide it with kryptonite. How are they able to hide it with kryptonite?
Well, no, apparently it was the people that were superstitious in China. They put safeguards on the thing, awaiting for the god's return because they were scared of his ass.
See, I thought the god was the one that hid it and then put the safeguards up. So if you're then telling me, then he told the people. And that's what you're telling me, then the Kryptonian then told the people that kept it. See, I thought it was the god that did that.
He definitely hid it like in the vault and stuff, but I think he knew. Yeah, I buy that. He told them, and then they put that later.
Which also, so is it a test then for the Kryptonian? He can't touch it unless he deserves it.
Kind of cool.
He can put up with the pain?
Cool Kryptonian, whoever that was. He kind of was thinking ahead, like,
Jarrell?
Maybe he knew. Jarrell did not do that.
Are you sure?
Had to have been someone else.
If I'm John, I'm so pissed. Like,
dude,
this isn't even funny anymore. I'm so angry.
Yeah, and Clark's just like, I had the stone in my hand, man. I really did. But, like, guess what?
I almost had you.
Dude, I almost had you.
You didn't have me. You didn't have your car.
You didn't even have the stone. But I lost it. It was in my hand, but I lost it, Dad.
Let me guess. Knocked out by a witch. Oh! Couldn't wake up. Oh!
Dude. I'm mad too. Shit.
Clark's saying it, but I lost it. It's all right, Clark. We understand. If these stones were intended for you to find, why would they be surrounded by kryptonite? That makes me wonder if they really were meant for me, Mom. But right now, we have another problem. Before he died, Dr. Swann sent me one last email.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he was researching
the stones for years, and even with the resources, he never came up with results. He never found anything. I was his last hope.
That's not a good email.
No, it's not. And that's why he asked Bridget Crosby to give me the one stone he did find, transference. Which stone? That's the thing. I tried to call her numbers. They were all disconnected. No one even claims to have known her. It's like she never existed.
And now Martha starts looking around. John is also confused. And now Clark is once again confused because nobody's answering these questions. Let's go back to the cave.
It was really cool because I thought something really cool was going to happen right
Yeah,
here.
it's great.
I thought they showed the stones on the table, and I was like, oh shit, is someone about to sneak in here or something and steal one?
Yeah.
And then guess what? It's just Clark.
He's in his clubhouse.
He's in his clubhouse, and he's just staring at the table.
That's how the episode ends.
Yeah, we landed in the clubhouse, and Clark's doing nothing, just staring at the table.
This episode, even going through it with you, man, it's so conflicting.
It is a lot of conflicts, but...
Like, I feel like I like it. I feel like there's a lot of parts I greatly enjoy. And then there's things that just take me out of it, such as spinning in the air.
Dude, that was good. I loved that moment.
Creating a tornado.
But dude, let's not talk about the highlight of the episode. Possibly the season, definitely the entire show.
What?
Professor Sen. Professor Sen was absolutely just phenomenal in every way possible.
How was there not an interview in the companion?
Whoo, man. That is funny.
I just can't believe. You gotta think about it too. So many people always end up in comas on this show. But we're just gonna fucking shoot her.
Maybe she's in a coma.
Okay. By the way she looked, she wasn't moving.
Let me tell you about the best IMDb Smallville fun fact I've seen on here. Lana Lang visits China in this episode. Kristen Crook, who plays her, is of partial Chinese descent. Get the fuck out. You're lying.
She is...
That has 7 dislikes. I feel like I should dislike it too, because that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
It's great. Prove them wrong.
You know, you're right. Maybe they're challenging me. But yeah, it's crazy. We're done with that, and
wow.
Sacred. How sacred was it?
Again, I'm like really into a lot of bits of it.
I give it a solid 7.
I just think they really screwed the pooch with Isobel.
Yeah, they really mixing that up. I just need her to just die already.
But they didn't have a good plan. It's really, because it's going back to with the stones even. It's like, oh, Isobel needs stones. Isobel can't touch the stones. So how is Isobel even going to be able to use them? Like, I just...
Yeah, the memory thing, the stones, it's all over the place.
Not caring about your friends anymore. What's the point of them? But that was great. I'm really looking forward to next week. What's next week?
Lucy. It's Lois's sister.
Okay, I feel like this is a giant episode. And it's because a lot of things acknowledge Lucy. Now, I know nothing about it. I swear to God I don't. But it's weird because so many things, when you look up season 4, there's like a lot of like Lucy, like photos of that episode. So I didn't know if it was like a big deal or not.
As far as I know, it's pretty dumb.
So we don't have anything good.
I don't know. You
out?
may like it. You'll definitely like Onyx, which is the week after.
All right, so we got Onyx. Then we got Spirit.
Dude, let's get Megan for Spirit.
What is... Oh my God. No fucking way. Chloe's nominated for prom queen?
It's a ghost. It's a jealous ghost trying to be prom queen. Get Megan for it.
All right. I'll see it.
I think Megan would like that one.
All right. I'll see if we can do that.
Because just wait. It possesses Clark even for a couple of seconds. Or maybe a few minutes. I don't know.
Hot?
It's just really funny. It's so gold. I remember that moment so vividly.
All right, so we just have to get by Lucy.
As far as I remember, Lucy's just whatever. Like, I don't remember anything happening in it.
As good as Crypto?
Onyx is crazy.
Is as good as Crypto?
It'll be better than Crypto, I'm sure. It's hard. That's low of the low. Oh, so cool. They break the safe. Black dog kills the white man.
Shout out Adventure Comics.
Man. Well, we're done for this week. We just tackled Sacred. Solid episode. Don't get us wrong. We enjoyed it.
So many questions.
But that's why we're here. We review it.
No,
ask the questions.
That's why they're here. You need to answer these questions.
So our question, of course, is going to be what
was Lex and Jason doing?
What were Lex and Jason doing? Is that going to be the poll? We need to put options in.
Yeah. We need to put.
So we'll think of some options. We'll think on that.
Making out. Using the restroom. When to go steal things.
Making out.
I mean, what would be a...
Making out, working out.
They wouldn't be working.
Went to the gym in the temple.
There's a gym in there?
They're getting a pump run real quick.
God, it is really... like, they're really stepping it up in the temple.
Hooking up with girls.
There's no girls in there.
Doing drugs.
I don't know. Well, no, that could be it. Maybe some opium. Found some opium in here. You want to hit it? Maybe that's why
we'll put a...
Jason had that blank stare.
We'll definitely put a good poll.
I'm like touching clouds.
Dude, I'm up there, man. But we're done. Sacred's finished. Smallville's done for another week here. Somebody Save Me podcast. Two nerdy idiots have been your lovely hosts once again.
5 stars. Cool guy? Let's put it up to 4.5.
Yeah, we'll work up a little bit more each week.
Yeah.
Because you said we get better and better.
Yeah. So I don't want to say like we deserve a full star, but a half a star. 4.5.
Yeah.
Right?
So follow us on everything that we have right now. We have, of course, YouTube, Twitter, and Spotify, where you can interact with us a lot more. Leave us reviews, 5 stars. Shit on Taylor on Twitter. He loves it.
Twitter,
but not
YouTube.
With spoilers. Chill out. Just like,
no.
Give your theories. Give your opinions, you know?
No, I need so many after this. I need y'all to connect these dots.
Connect the dots. Nicole, talking to you. Rainy day. All y'all.
Tay,
all y'all that we talked to.
Wes, Jordan Foot. I need it all. I need to be able to connect why Isobel has changed.
Yep. So
also, what was Jason and Lex doing?
Yeah, we need clarification. So catch us next week for Lucy, episode 16. Damn, should we close out on the Chinese music?
Yeah, do that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Adios. We'll see you next week.